Welcome to episode 16. Today we're going to be talking about all the holiday magic to be found at Universal Orlando Resort. Hi, welcome to the continuing adventures of Two Gray Mice. I'm Meg.
And I'm Rob.
And we are Two Gray Mice. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of The Adventures of Two Gray Mice. Once again, it is just me, one gray mouse, Meg. We have had a very difficult week here in the Flood Ward household. We knew last Friday that our eldest dog, Molly, was going to be leaving us on Monday. So where Rob and I normally try to record on Sunday or Monday night latest, we were just not in the right frame of mind to talk to anybody, actually. So we never got around to recording. And I'm trying to put a little something out there so that, I did not forget to do a podcast, that I'm still doing a podcast, that life is still moving on. But it's just been a difficult week. Just trying to move on, get up. She was my bestest puppy. And I don't know. I do know how difficult it's going to be to keep going without her, even though we still have our youngest dog, Roxy. My Molly got me through some of my more difficult times in life. So I will miss her greatly, and I'm just going to do a quick little episode today about some news that came out so that you all know that we're still here. We still care. We hope you're listening. And let's get to it. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the holidays at Universal Orlando Resort. They will be running this year from November 21st through January 4th. If you've never been to Universal Studios during the holidays, it is a wonderful time. Very different than going to Disneyland at the same time, or Disney World, either one actually, at the same time, though equally as beautiful, and they do quite a bit. What I like about Universal's holidays is it's all included. There are extra things you can get and do, but there's nothing. You get a holiday parade every day. You get a light show every day. There's a Christmas show you can go see every day for everybody who has a ticket to go see it or be in the parks. You don't need to do anything special. There's no after hours party that you have to go to. So it's kind of for everybody. It's not an inclusive thing. And you have never been to Disney World in the holidays, where they are wonderful, and I love them, which is why Rob and I are going down this year. The only thing happening at Magic Kingdom, if you're not there literally on the 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, is Mickey's Christmas party afterwards, which is an extra money, or you can use it as your replacement day for Magic Kingdom, which is what I would have done. And it's nice to be able to go someplace knowing that you're getting everything with your basic admission ticket, which is one of the things I like about Universal Studios. Also, it's less expensive. The hotels are less expensive, and in many ways, just as nice and nicer. So let's get a little into it about what they're offering this year for their holidays. Like all parks, they're going to be decked to the nines. How they deal with the studios portion, where you've got the streets, especially the streets of New York, absolutely gorgeous. Your performers in that area start doing holiday songs instead of doing the traditional songs. So you're going to get the Blues Brothers singing a little bluesy number. You're going to get the Beat Builders doing Christmas songs. My only problem with Hollywood Studios is the fact that it still closes early. So it closes at like 6, 7 o'clock at night. So it's dark, but you get dark for like an hour. And then you don't really get a chance to really experience the parks at night with these gorgeous light packages they have. Anyway, also at Hollywood Studios, I think it's at 5 o'clock or thereabouts every night, you have the Macy's Christmas Parade. So they've taken Macy's Christmas floats from the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade, and they used them in the Universal Parade. There are also, of course, Universal floats with the Minions and all the other characters. In many ways, I like it better than Disney's parade. Okay, I don't get the dance of the wooden soldiers, but it's beautiful. These floats are gorgeous. The actors they have walking around with them are beautifully made up. It's fun. The music is great. And then it ends at the end of New York streets where they have their huge Christmas tree and Santa lights up the tree. It is worth being right by the Mummy to see this parade. If it's too crowded over there, then go to the beginning of the parade, which is down by Hollywood. It is a wonderful parade. The first time we saw it was 5 years ago. And we were so busy. It was a crazy day. And I had forgotten the parade was even happening. And I was separated from my husband. He was down by Hollywood and we were actually up by the Mummy, me and my sister. And he sent me a text. He's like, oh, there's a parade coming your way. You have to see these floats. They're amazing. And they really are. They're wonderful. I mean, you've got balloons that say Macy's, the big Macy's stars, and toy, like huge, like wooden toys that are actually floats. It's just fun. And then, of course, you've got all the decor. You're going to have all the special drinks. You're going to have all the special foods. The crepe shop does like a Thanksgiving dinner and a crepe. It's really actually very tasty, though. First time someone said it to me, I was like, really? Kind of sounds a little ew. But it was very, very good. And then, of course, also in Universal Studios New York, you're going to have the Tribute Store. Right now, the Tribute Store is in the old arcade by the Mummy. I believe that this one will be in Hollywood, down by where for a while they've been having a shop for annual pass holders that had discounted items. I believe they're going to go with this now to the Tribute Store. The Tribute Store has been down there before. Not this past summer, the summer before, it was the Tribute Store for then. The area they normally use for the Tribute Store, which is actually the extra queue for the Mummy, is all right there where they're tearing apart Rip Ride Rocket and putting in something new. So I don't think it's going to be in that one. I could be wrong. I'm just hoping it's not back in the arcade. It's just too small. The Tribute Store, if you've never been in one of their Tribute Stores, they're really fun. They have several rooms. Each room will have a theme, whatever the theme may be for the season. In the summertime, when it was Jaws, and now it's, of course, Halloween Horror Nights. And at Christmas time, it's magical. It's really, truly magical. And you really feel like you're kind of going through a winter wonderland. The other thing that Universal Studios does very, very well is New Year's Eve. If you find yourself in Florida for some reason on New Year's Eve and looking for something to do, one of the best parties you can go to is going to be Universal Studios. They're fun. They have a band, they have music. It's worth the price of admission. It really is. Over in Islands of Adventure, they're going to decorate. Seuss Landing is beautiful. It's amazing what they do, the lights, the Christmas trees, and of course, it's Seuss. So what did Seuss write? The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. So they have Who's. The Who's will be walking around, talking to people. They have a Who meet and greet. They have a Grinch meet and greet. The problem with the Grinch meet and greet is the basic wait line can be hours long. Literally. I would not wait hours to see the Grinch. And part of it is because the person who plays the Grinch themselves, they're wonderful. They're sassy. They really take their time and make it a true meet and greet. So the line keeps going and going and going. I could have just spent my entire day in Seuss just experiencing everything they had to offer. The food, the Who's, which were wonderful, the Grinch. If you have a chance to, and you're not in New York for the parade, if you're over in Islands Adventure at nighttime, take the Seuss trolley car ride and see everything at night. Oh, absolutely beautiful. In Hogsmeade, it's always winter, as we all know. They add a little more decor, a little more greenery. But then at an evening, every I think it's a 10-minute show, and it keeps rotating. So it's 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. There's a castle show that's absolutely wonderful for Christmas that goes with the music. It's just, I keep using the term magical, but that's what it is. It really, truly is something you want to go see. There's not too much in the rest of the parks because I'm not really sure how you would make Jurassic Park into Christmas, except maybe a little creepy. That's about it. But the two big things that they have in Islands Adventure is, one, a Grinch breakfast. It takes place at Circus McGurk's Cafe. You have to get reservations. They're difficult to get, but it's worth it. It's $58.99 for adults and $32.99 for kids. 3 to 10, I believe. And you really get to meet the Grinch or talk to him a little bit because he'll come around to each table and say hello. And the Who's will also come around to each table and say hello. So it's a much better way of seeing the Grinch if the Grinch is on your short list of people you have to meet that day. The other thing you can do is go on a holiday tour. The holiday tour is $79.99. Doesn't matter how old you are. Of course, both these are on top of your park tickets. For the holiday tour, you have to have a park-to-park ticket. And what the tour does is it actually takes you to each area of the two parks that's decked out and has something special for the holidays. So you see the parade, you see the tree lighting, you hear the special shows over in New York that have that holiday spirit to it. You see the castle show. You see Grinchmas. Grinchmas is their holiday show. And it's a shortened kind of fun version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Big Christmas tree, the Who's, Max. Max is a real dog. He's adorable. You have to see Max. And you get the whole experience of seeing the show, which is absolutely wonderful. You have to see the show. It's so much fun. All the singing, the whole bit. You know all the songs. But with the holiday tour also comes a Grinch meet and greet. Now, I know last year a lot of people had problems with the fact that it was supposed to be kind of a shortcut to meet the Grinch. So you didn't have to wait in line as long, and they still had to wait a half hour, 45 minutes. It also includes 1 or 2 rides, and they get to pick the 1 or 2 rides. So it's really just to see the holiday stuff and not go on rides or anything like that. It's not a full day. And of course, it would not be a Universal Christmas without their mascot, Earl the Squirrel. Earl the Squirrel will be having a photo op, and I'm not sure. I believe he's going to be in New York, or not New York, Universal Studios. I always think of New York when I say that, and not Islands of Adventure. Of course, City Walk will also be decked out. They'll have the Christmas trees all through there. What's also fun is they decorate each hotel just like Disney does. They'll have a large tree. They'll have a Christmas tree stroll where you could go and see all the different Christmas trees and all the different resorts. And each resort during Hanukkah will have their own lighting ceremony of the menorah at sundown for each night of Hanukkah. So for those people that are not Christian and are not celebrating Christmas, but yet it is still a holiday season, Universal recognizes that and celebrates the other holidays that are happening at the same time. So once again, it's Universal Holidays from November 21st through January 4th. Next year, of course, it'll be about the same time. They still have hotels available. They still have tickets available. Oh, Epic Universe will also be decked out. They will be making the Wizarding World Paris all ready for the holidays. And they'll have Celestial Park, which is the main area, will be decked out for the holidays. And now I'm trying to remember the name. I'm going to have to look it up. For dun, 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 the Isle of Berk will be decked out for their own holiday. Okay. I had to look it up, but I got it. So the Isle of Berk will have its own holiday theming for the inaugural season. Same time period, the land will celebrate the in-universe winter festival of Snuggle Talk. Not sure what Snuggle Talk is. I'll probably have to look that up too. But it will be all decked out, and they will be celebrating Snuggle Talk. Celestial Park and will be all decked out, and so will Wizarding World Paris. I'm not sure if the Ministry of Magic inside the ride will have festival ideas going, but it might. Who knows? So it's going to be fun. So I think I've said so 12 times now. Anyway, moving right along. That's all I've got for this week. I know it was short and sweet. It's been, like I said, a difficult week. And next week we will have, hopefully, a full episode. And we're going to be talking about our Virgin Voyages cruise that we took and telling you about the one we are planning. And you can join us on in Alaska for July of 2026. Talk to you then. Have a great week. Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Two Gray Mice. We would love it if you could please leave us a rating or review wherever you listen to this podcast. Any questions, please reach out to us at meg@megandthemouse.com. For all your vacation needs at Disney, Universal, or cruise lines, please reach out to meg@megandthemouse.com. Have a great week.